PTSD is a very subjective mental disorder that many people can fake have. They can pretend like they have it, but in reality, they don't know what it's actually like to have PTSD. PTSD is way deeper than what most people think. Most people just think surface level when it comes to this kind of disorder. They think that, oh, like I saw something scary or if I experienced something horrifying, and that it can easily be fixed by just taking some pills. But they don't realize that the person knows that the pills isn't like working at all. In the perspective of someone who actually has PTSD, is that whenever they have something that triggers that event or triggers that memory within them, they relive the entire moment as if they was there. And whenever they was in that certain situation, they wish they could have done something to prevent that situation from happening, but they didn't. And that can lead to a lot of intense stress for the person having this episode. So this is why some of these people might end up waking up in the middle of the night, gasping for air, or like silently screaming in the middle of the night and stuff like that. Is that they're just reliving those moments and they somewhat regret not doing the things they could have done. Like they're just playing all these scenarios in their head on whether they could have did this could have happened, that should have happened, and all that stuff. And whenever these people do take opioids and all these pills and stuff like that to help them go through PTSD, whatever episode they're having, they know that the pills or the medications isn't working. They know that whenever they're taking the medicine, they're simply just blinding themselves to the immense pain and suffering that they constantly might feel. And it gets to a point to where that it feels like they can't get any help with the situation that they are in. It seems like nobody can really understand what they're going through. They think that people can just give them medicine and it'll just solve all of their problems, but really, this stress and this pain grows deep into their soul. It grows deep into their consciousness, and it leaves a very negative, energetic imprint within their auric field. You may try to medicate your way out of the pain, but the pain is still there. Those images are still there. And the main problem that I see with people experiencing PTSD is that they have a lot of self-justification because of their situation. So they have this disorder, and now, all because they have it, now they're lacking in certain areas in their life. Like, for an example, like I'm failing grades in school because I have PTSD and stuff like that. Or like, I can't do this and that, it's really hard for me. You know, like they kind of just use that as a little excuse of why they can't do certain things. So if you're going through PTSD right now, there is a few questions that you need to ask yourself. Do you want to get better? Are you tired of suffering? And are you tired of being the victim? If the answer is yes to all of them, then there is a couple things that you can do. Within your situation that you're in, you just gotta look at it from a different perspective. So there is a very slim chance of you even being born in this world, right? In all of human history, there was about 100 billion people ever alive on Earth. And all those people live before you. Back then, it wasn't that much technological advancements. Back then, they had to hunt for food. They didn't have air conditioning rooms. They was probably always hungry all the time. They didn't really have access to clean water and stuff like that. But meanwhile, you do get to wake up and eat whenever you want. Always have a full stomach. Always have access to clean water, a nice bed to sit on, and a roof over your head. So you just gotta be thankful and have some gratitude, because some people in this world doesn't even have that. And plus, like, there are many rich people in this world living a very extravagant lifestyle and things like that, but you comparing yourself to them is like you comparing yourself to like a sun. Like you're like this small speck in the stars, and then you see the sun is gigantic. It's kind of like that. But thing is, whenever you look around or you turn behind you and then you look at all the past people who once lived, you're living better than all those people. So really, like, you should be very thankful. And two, a little push wouldn't harm. So meaning a little bit of stress and a little bit of quote unquote trauma in life wouldn't necessarily harm you. Most of the stuff that you go through is meant to make you a stronger being anyways. So be thankful that you are going through the things you're going through, because once you recover from that, you end up being stronger than like 90% of the people in this entire world. So once you recover, you're basically like a god to them.